Welcome to our channel. Ever wonder why you feel that irresistible pull to check your phone every time you post something? Or why a single comment from someone else can make or break your day? What if I told you that this need for external validation is hardwired into your brain and that there's a way to break free from it? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have surprising and science-backed strategies to stop relying on others for your self-worth and start living authentically. Let's dive into the first reason. It's all in your biology. Our ancestors survived in small groups where social cohesion was a matter of life and death. Your brain's reward system, yes, that same system that lights up when you get a like, evolved to make social approval feel good because it kept our ancestors alive. When you receive positive feedback, your brain releases dopamine, giving you that little hit of happiness. But here's the catch. Your amygdala, the brain's emotional center, also gets involved. It amplifies the importance of social feedback, making you overly sensitive to what others think. So, the next time you feel that rush of needing someone else's approval, pause and remind yourself, this is just my brain's ancient wiring kicking in. It's not the full picture of who I am. But biology isn't the only culprit. Cognitive biases play a sneaky role too. Ever heard of the illusion of transparency? It's when you believe that others can see right through you, sensing every insecurity and flaw you have. This bias makes you crave external validation to reassure yourself that you're coming across the right way. Then there's the tendency to overvalue others' opinions, something psychologists call social comparison theory. We naturally compare ourselves to others to gauge our self-worth. But here's the twist. This bias skews your self-perception, making you more reliant on what others think than on your own self-assessment. Try this. The next time you catch yourself overthinking how others see you, pause. Ask yourself, is this really about me? Or am I just falling into a cognitive trap? By recognizing this bias, you can start to shift the focus back to your own internal judgment. Now, let's talk about cultural conditioning. We live in a society that equates external success with personal worth. Whether it's social media likes, career achievements, or physical appearance, these external markers have become the benchmarks for self-esteem. This is what we call cultural narcissism. It gets worse. Sometimes this need for validation is passed down from generation to generation. If you grew up in a household where love and acceptance were tied to your achievements, you might have internalized the belief that you need to earn your worth through external success. So, how do you break this cycle? Start by identifying these cultural narratives and questioning them. Are they really your values, or have they been imposed on you? By challenging these stories, you can start creating your own narrative, one that values who you are, not just what you achieve. All right, we've covered why you seek external validation. Now, let's talk about how to stop it. The first step? Shift to an internal locus of evaluation. Instead of relying on others to determine your worth, start assessing yourself based on your own values and personal growth. This technique comes from Carl Rogers, a pioneer in psychology, and research shows that people with an internal locus of evaluation have higher self-esteem and greater life satisfaction. It's about setting your own standards, not living by someone else's. Next, try mind-body integration. Engage in body awareness exercises or somatic experiencing. By grounding yourself in your bodily sensations, you reduce the need for external feedback to gauge your emotional state. A study in psychosomatic medicine found that people who are in tune with their bodies are less likely to seek validation from others. Now, here's a surprising technique: social inversion. This is where you deliberately seek out rejection or criticism to desensitize yourself to external feedback. It's like a psychological workout. Each time you face rejection, you build resilience and reduce the power that others' opinions have over you. Finally, challenge the cultural narratives that fuel your need for validation. Engage in narrative therapy to identify and rewrite these stories. Research shows that those who do this experience greater psychological freedom and align more with their authentic selves. Remember, the need for external validation is deeply ingrained, but it doesn't have to control you. By understanding why you seek it and applying these science-backed strategies, you can start living a life that's true to who you are. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little less external validation in their life. Thanks for watching, and here's to embracing your real self, free from the need for external approval.